One of the most expensive and important parts of every home is going to be the heating and air conditioning systems. Because of the great expense of it, we want to do everything we can to keep that thing running as efficiently and as long as possible. And one of the ways we can do that is to provide regular routine maintenance to it. And one of the simplest things that we can do is change the air filter out every single month. When you're trying to figure out where your heating and air conditioning system is, usually they're placed somewhere outside. Oftentimes they'll be over on the side of the house, but many times they will also be up on the roof of the house. So this is what one of them looks like here. This is a Rheem unit, and it does heating and air conditioning all built into one unit. I would hate to see what the cost of this would be if I had to replace it. I'm guessing somewhere into the $15,000 to $25,000 range. So everything I can do to prolong its life, I'm gonna do. So when trying to locate where your heating and air conditioning filter is, usually they're going to be located in some type of out of the way place. So in my case, it's in this hallway that leads into all of the bedrooms and our bathroom. And ours is up on the ceiling here. Yours may or may not be on the ceiling, but usually they're located in some out of the way area where people aren't going to see them since they're kind of ugly looking. But here's what this one looks like here. Replacing the filter is a very simple operation. Usually there'll be one or two of these little thumb screws here, and I'm pushing up on the metal frame while I unscrew this. And then mine has a special feature where it won't fall on you, but some of them won't have that, so be careful as you lower this thing. In our case, it just swings right out of the way, and then I can take the filter down and out of there. There's a couple of important features on the air filter that you need to look for. The first one is the size of the air filter. So this one it's 25 inches by 25 inches by 1 inch thick. So you want to find the designation on your filter and see what size it is. The other thing that's important is to look at this symbol here, which shows you the airflow, and it shows you which direction the air is flowing. That's going to be very important for when we put the filter back in place. When you're ready to replace your air filter, you're going to need a replacement. I typically try to buy them in bulk. This package here comes in packs of 6, and that way it just makes sure that I always have one on hand when I need it. I don't want any excuse for me not to change the filter out, because it is such a simple, cheap way of keeping the air conditioning system running as efficiently as it can. There's different grades of filters. I usually try to buy a decent filter or a good filter. I don't always buy the most expensive ones that are the HEPA filters or the greatest filters, but I try to buy a good quality one. Some of the ones that are pollen and allergy rated are very expensive and can be upwards of $25 a filter. When I buy these in bulk here, I usually get the whole 6 filters for about $30 or so. So it breaks them down to about $5 each. And this is what the filter will look like brand new out of the box. So now it's time to put the air filter back into place. I've got the new one ready to go, and I've checked which way the arrow is pointing. The arrow is going to point into the aperture. We would like the air to flow from inside the house and then go up into the air conditioning and heating unit where it'll be heated or cooled and then returned back through the vents. So we need to make sure the arrow is pointing the right way. So the arrow should point up into the aperture. So I'll go ahead and put this into place here. Swing this into position and tighten the thumb screw. Now it's time to throw out the old filter and we are done.